What up? What up? What up? Welcome back to His and Hers podcast. I know we've been MIA for a couple weeks. We had I had some family issues going on, so that's all rectified itself, and we moving forward. I want
Good.
to get some house things out of the way first. I want to say a thank you for all our subscribers. We got 2,000 subscribers now. And I want to do a little give back and I want some more interaction with the pod. So whoever, let's see, whoever has the top comment of the week, I'm gonna buy them a gas card. I'm gonna pay for your gas for the week. So have a top comment. I'm gonna pay for your gas.
Does that include
Outside
me?
of that, huh?
I said, does that include me?
Hey, if you in the comments, uh, how are you doing, Ashley?
I am very, very, very um big. That's as good as it's gonna get. I am very big.
Okay, 8 months
Yeah,
now.
almost 9.
Almost nine. Almost nine. We're almost there.
Almost. And it,
Okay,
it
that's what's up.
it is very prevalent. This has actually been worse than my first trimester. So
Oh,
third
really?
trimester, 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. We gonna say 9 out of 10. Do not recommend.
Okay. Okay. You got everything set up? The nursery set up?
Yeah, I should send you a picture so we can insert it. It's cute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. I got some news on my end. I don't know if baby want this announced yet, but
I was about to
I'm currently engaged. Yeah. So
say, joining the
yeah.
club. Joining the
And that's what's
club.
going on with me.
I'm very proud of both of
So
y'all.
I hear that you were highly invested in a particular case that's going on right now. I haven't
Yes.
heard much about it. So I'm gonna let you run down I guess the proceedings.
Yeah, so the case in question, Lindsay Clancy. So this is the mother who is perceived to have killed 3 children um and tried
Okay.
to unalive herself as well. So um and when we first covered this story, I'm not sure if you remember how animated I was about understanding understanding a mental status after pregnancy. So
Mm-hmm.
eh, the trial is actually closing here in the either
Oh,
today
so
or
the
the next
trial
couple
is
of days.
over.
It's over with. Yeah. So
Okay.
we have heard from expert witnesses. Oh, I say
They
expert
don't
with
have. They don't have.
quotations. No, I say experts with quotations because the people that we have heard from during this trial, specifically more on the um, district attorney or the state's defense or the state's prosecution, excuse me, side, those witnesses have not been able to stay on topic. They have introduced religion as a part of like a moral sin throughout the course of the trial, and the judge had to keep telling them has nothing to do with religion, and has had to instruct the jury to not consider that piece of
Wait a
testimony.
minute.
Yeah.
Is the witnesses introducing religion, or is the
Yeah.
prosecutor introducing the witness?
So the prosecutor's witnesses are introducing
Oh,
religion. um, as
Like, is the prosecution asking them questions about religion, or they just interjecting their religion into it?
they're interdicting. So there would be a specific question regarding um like trying to get motive, right?
Hmm.
And one specific witness stated that one doctor stated that it's a moral sin for someone to unalive themselves. So
Yeah,
uh
that's not your expertise.
yeah. So the judge has had to instruct the prosecutor's witnesses on multiple different occasions across multiple different um specialties to stay on topic. What's interesting though is that throughout the course of the trial, um, we have not been presented from the prosecution's case any evidence that Lindsay wasn't psychotic, emotive, um, that she even committed the crime herself. All of
So,
the
okay,
expert
okay. My question is, all right, so you've been watching the trial every, like, you very knowledgeable about the trial. I haven't seen anything, so I'm gonna ask you questions.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Um, what are they? So, are they trying to say this is a crime of passion, or is this like for the prosecutor? Are they trying to say this is a revenge thing, or this is a crime of passion, or what are they saying her reasoning was?
That's the point. That's really what we're trying to get to. And by closing arguments, we don't have that yet. What the prosecution is saying is that the only statement the prosecution is trying to make right now is that she was not in postpartum psychosis during the time of the crime, but not as to why the crime was committed.
Okay, so they just trying to see that sounds like a losing argument. You trying to
It
say that
is.
she wasn't in postpartum depression, but you don't have a
Uh,
reasoning why she.
exactly.
I mean, I guess you wouldn't have, like like you wouldn't have to have a reason to
Yeah,
kill
you would.
someone, I guess. But
You would,
there
because
are some people like,
well,
well,
the
that's the
defense, the
reason if
defense,
they have, yeah, they have a
the
mental
defense
thing,
made
you know.
the defense though brought up a very valid argument about postpartum psychosis, in regards to why this could possibly be happening, and it's evident
What did
by
they
her
say?
saying previously in her counseling session saying that she's hearing a voice tell her to do things, or she has these intrusive thoughts, or all of these other things could be reasons why something is happening, right? But the prosecution isn't saying that. The prosecution isn't
Yeah, the
saying,
prosecution just saying that she did it and she should be prosecuted
yeah.
for
Mhm.
it.
Right. But the thing about
Okay.
that is they didn't actually do a police investigation at all. So,
What?
the
There was
when
no investigation?
no, so when Patrick, her husband, called 911, um, he told them what he told them the narrative that we're all going with, and that narrative got taken to trial. There was no
Oh,
evidence
so they didn't
collected.
go and looked at the window, see if there was any blood. They ain't go
No,
examine the
they
crime scene. Nothing.
no, the defense attorney actually went to go collect that evidence afterwards.
So they
Yeah,
just built a whole case on the
what Patrick said.
word of the father.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Where is it? This is in Boston, I think.
Massachusetts. Yeah, Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's terrible police work.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
so the whole case is built off of what Patrick alleges Lindsay said while she was on the ground um with her spinal injuries, her throat injuries, and even the 911 dispatcher saying that when he was making the 911 call, they could only hear her grunts, and like she wasn't talking. And then that's also prevalent by the fact that when 911 responders showed up on the scene, she wasn't able to speak or even respond to even painful stimuli. So the question surrounds, how did she say she did something when she can't talk
She
for
couldn't,
months
yeah,
after her
herself.
injuries? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Did Patrick, the husband, did he ever take the stand to
He did.
tell his story?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
now
did.
tell me about this. That's interesting.
Um, what do you want to know?
Uh
They go ahead.
when when he was telling his story, what did the cross examiner ask him? Do you remember? Or should I pull it up?
I actually think it's best if you watch it. Because ultimately, the story is what he said the story is. He hasn't diverted from the story, although when he was questioned on specific items, such as him sending a work email from his Surface Pro during the time that he said he would have been out of the house running errands, he doesn't remember if he sent it from his phone or from his laptop at the house.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
So there he sent a work email during the time that this crime would have been committed.
He sent
Or
a work email during the
mhm,
time this was committed.
during the time frame in which this could have been committed because he was out of the house. So the work email went out at like 5:25, 5 5:20, 5:25 ish. Um and
Uh-huh.
they're saying that this crime happened between 5:20 and when he got back to the house, because he supposedly left at 5:15. Right. So
Mm,
um anyway,
I
he didn't
see.
remember if the work email was sent from his phone or his Surface Pro at the house. The other thing that he struggled with during
So
his
the defense is trying to say he didn't never leave the house. Is that what they trying to say? That's what they trying to
no,
imply?
no, they're not trying to say he never left the house. They are just saying that the timeline doesn't corroborate the story being
Doesn't
told.
add up.
Yeah, because they also tracked how long it took him to run the errand, and there are several minutes that are not accounted for. Um, not in totality, but it took an additional 30 minutes to complete the second run to pick up something to eat after the CVS run,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
where that was an 8-minute drive away from the CVS. So um I do believe that both of them would have had a tight time frame to get all of this stuff done. But what's interesting is that the investigation showed that there was BLLOD on the outside of the bedroom door,
Okay.
and um
Okay.
that
On the outside, so not in the bedroom, but like in the hallway.
yes.
Okay.
And
So how did
then,
that blood get there?
right. And then what's very interesting is that there was supposedly crushed up medication under a wine tumbler on the nightstand that the prosecution, like the police, did not collect this evidence. Again,
Did not do
the
nothing.
defense, no, the defense attorney though came came and asked these expert witnesses, did you test what that substance was? And they were like, no, we didn't test what. So Patrick again said that was crushed up medications that she took or gave the children, but they didn't test it to see what it was. And the defense is saying that it didn't leave a residue. Like if you smash a pill under a cup, you would have residue on the cup and the thing that you
On
smashed
the
it on.
desk. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the defense is saying there was no residue and you didn't even test the substance. So again, we're just taking Patrick's word on what happened in the
So their whole case is if someone believes Patrick,
exact. Yeah.
and now
Mhm.
Patrick isn't. He has. That's a failing case because now Patrick can't remember things about
Yeah.
uh
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
night.
Yeah. I think Patrick was probably trial day
I got
one.
it pulled up here,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
an hour and 50 minutes long. I ain't gonna
Ooh.
put y'all through that.
Ooh. Yeah.
But I do find it
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do find it interesting.
Yeah.
I am going to watch this on my own time so we can talk about this. It's probably gonna be after the verdict though. I do wanna talk about this. This is very interesting. Now, if so, what is what is the defense point of view? Like, what are they saying happened, or are they even saying anything happened? Because all they
So
got to prove is reasonable doubt.
So what's funny is Reddington, the defense attorney, has already asked for a mistrial. The judge denied that.
Mhm.
But
That's normal.
there's still, I mean, they're intending not guilty by reason of insanity. But I do believe that there is a strong case to just not be guilty at all.
Yeah, yeah. I because it's not no fault of the husband. It's the fault of the police investigation, which there
Yeah.
was none.
Exactly. Exactly.
So she might
So,
roll up out of here and she can't walk no more.
y-
But yeah, she
pun intended. I got you. But yeah, there was yeah, and then there were a lot of people which I don't necessarily agree with, but it provided some insight, I guess, that recreated some of the situations in which um Patrick indicated that this crime happened, like people putting like a solution on where her wrists were slashed and stuff like that, and then hanging out of second story windows to see like what spatter would look like. Um, so people have been doing that on TikTok and things like that,
that's,
and um,
that's stupid. That's not nothing.
um, what's interesting though is that there was BLLOD found underneath furniture in their bedroom. Like
So it sounded like she cut her wrist and ran through the house or something.
the issue though, the issue with that is that the time in which she would have had to do all of this doesn't make any sense. And then she also would have had to unalive the children first. And
Mhm.
then but then also try four different modalities of self unaliving and still failed at it.
Right. Right.
So
Mm. But let I want to go back to the defense. So they already admitted that she did it by pleading innocent by reason of insanity. So she already admits that she did that
because there was
because she was crazy.
she did say that when she was able to regain consciousness or regain the ability to talk, she did say, okay, I'm believing that I did this. But
She believing that she did this.
the issue is that the defense is saying if you're in if you're in psychosis, could you be influenced by the information that is given to you?
I mean, you don't even have to be in postpartum to be influenced by by the voices and shit that you see. So I believe that part.
I
I
believe that
I
she was told what happened. I believe that someone very close to
Oh,
her
so
told
you
her what
believe
happened.
that somebody told her what happened and she's believing that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, I was thinking she was in postpartum and she was hearing the voices and she did what the voices was telling. You saying that somebody's manipulating her into believing that she did this.
That is where my stance is at.
So my question to you is, who did it? Do you think the husband did it?
I don't want to speculate, but there's only
Well, you already kind of you
right, but
saying
I'm
that
not gonna
she was
say it.
influenced by somebody.
Exactly.
Okay. All
And
right. That's fair enough. Fair
who's
enough.
doing the talking? Who's doing all the talking?
Fair enough.
So, what's interesting though is that the doctor brought or not the doctor, her defense attorney brought up a good um her defense attorney brought up a good positioning about um in asking the defense's witness, right? If you are consistently saying that you are hearing voices or blah blah blah, if you're consistently saying in your counseling sessions that you're hearing voices or intrusive thoughts, when asked then about why you committed this crime, and you don't say, well, the voices told me to, and things like that, to give an explanation as to why why something has happened, um leads also the defense to come to the conclusion that she was the stuff was influenced, because when she woke up from her coma, she actually told the doctor she doesn't remember anything.
And she should have
And
stuck with that, to be honest with you.
well, I mean, if
But
you're somebody's got to
but
pay.
right. But if you believing that you're innocent, I know trial
but
and going to
if
court
you
is
don't,
scary, huh?
if you don't know what happened
But
and you
there's a
got
lot of
told,
people that confess to crimes they never committed because of pressure, outside pressure
yeah,
on them. And it sounds like that's what you're saying, that she had outside pressure saying that she did this, and she don't remember doing it.
yeah,
And
she
she just
said she
confessed
doesn't
to a
remember.
crime that she doesn't know that she did.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, it might be another trial. Because even if she wins this case, she's still found guilty and going to do time in a
a
mental
mental,
institution.
yep.
But she might retry this case and say not guilty because of pressure.
Hmm.
I don't believe I did this crime. I don't know if she'll get I don't know the law like that to say if that's a legitimate reason to get a
A
retrial,
new case.
but I would definitely try to appeal that.
Yeah, this has been very interesting. The whole thing has been very interesting. And
So if you was juror number 9, what would your verdict be in this case?
not guilty. There wasn't the
By
burden of
reason of
proof wasn't.
insanity.
No, not guilty.
That's not an option.
It is an option. It's not
She
guilty.
already said I'm guilty by reason of insanity.
No, there the option is still on the table. Not guilty. Not guilty by reason of insanity. Or guilty.
So they don't have. So even if she found guilty in this case, she can walk away free and not go to
No, that's
the institution.
so if she's found not guilty, she can walk away free. If she's not guilty by
Right.
reason of insanity, she is going to the mental institution. If she is guilty, I don't know where they're probably still gonna send her to a mental
Gonna
institution.
send her to jail. If she found guilty, she going to jail. The not guilty verdict is sending her to the mental joint. But I didn't know the option was that she can just go back home after this because she already said she's guilty. Her plea was guilty by reason of insanity.
Well, if you pleaded it out, we wouldn't be at trial. Right?
No, if you pleaded it out by reason of insanity, I'm saying I did it, but I was crazy. But I don't deserve to go to jail. I need help. That's what she's arguing.
I got you. I don't. It would be not guilty for me because there wasn't the burden of proof that she actually
wasn't met,
crime.
and I agree.
It wasn't. It wasn't. There wasn't.
And y'all didn't do no investigation. Y'all not showing no proof. Your whole case is on the memory of one person, and that doesn't seem like. That seems very objective. It's like his memory can fade. He can misremember something because everybody think their memory perfect.
I don't.
Everybody believe they remember.
Mine is fucked up.
Everybody believe they remember what they remember, but that's crazy.
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been very crazy.
I haven't been keeping up with it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really move around.
So
much,
what do you? No, you're not trying to go there. But I really want to know what you really think happened. You think the husband is involved in some way?
I think if you watch this podcast long enough, you know exactly what I think.
Well, first you thought she did it, but postpartum was true.
Yeah.
But now you like. Now you're saying that you're not sure that she did it because she don't recollect that, and they don't. First of all, there was no investigation. They only taken the interview of one person. Did she take the stand?
No. She doesn't remember.
That whole case is built on.
And she's pleading.
I would want, if I was in a jury, I want to know that.
Okay, so you want to get on the stand claiming postpartum psychosis, and you want to explain what happened. That doesn't make any sense.
No, I want her to explain the days leading up to it. Like I would want to hear all of that. It's like she said she's been going to doctors.
Yeah, that's all documented by her doctors.
But why they didn't give her no help? Like she's saying these medications ain't working.
What kind of help do you want? She tried to be admitted into the hospital. I was talking to
Darion. They can get you committed for 24 hours or something if you talking about hurting somebody.
She tried to get admitted into the hospital. They gave her more medication.
And it sounds like there's another trial that need to be had.
Mm-hmm. It is. I totally agree. I totally agree. There is another trial that needs to be had to get to the bottom of what happened in that
Yeah,
household. Yeah.
that and like a medical, like somebody license should be on the line. Like
Well,
she,
what's funny is the defense attorney actually caught one of the witnesses for the prosecution lying about a paper that he wrote, saying that he was specialized in postpartum psychosis and that Lindsay didn't have it. And um the the defense countered that statement with the evidence of their whole like
yeah,
career, right? And comes to find out, this man was never, he saw maybe 10 postpartum patients in his entire career. His expertise is in adolescent depressive disorders or general depression in adolescents and children. So when he said that he's written a paper on postpartum psychosis, the defense attorney actually pulled up that paper and identified that that paper was not written about postpartum psychosis, but rather general depressive disorder or schizophrenia or something like that. That had nothing to do with postpartum psychosis. So the defense attorney caught the prosecution's witness again, not telling the truth on the stand. So
it's a sham job by the prosecution.
yeah, yeah, the yeah, people are not happy with this
And I'm not
prosecution.
saying that she's guilty. Like there is, like even in this conversation that we're having, there's so much doubt in what actually happened that I wouldn't send him to jail.
Yeah,
I wouldn't,
yeah, I think
because
yeah,
y'all
there's.
didn't do what y'all supposed to do.
Mm-hmm,
Y'all didn't do what y'all supposed to do.
mm-hmm. Yeah, there were so many little nuances as well throughout the course of this trial that came out, like how um Patrick went to go find the children, and why not just it's a whole lot of things in this trial that have come out that are like nuanced situations. Like you wouldn't think that it would be important, but putting the whole picture together, it seems bigger. Um, because the one of the first responders said that they could actually see one of the children through the basement window from outside when they were attending to Lindsay, because they had a two-story house, and then you know how the
Yeah,
foundation and you got a
it'd be like a
window.
half window or something at the one.
Yeah, they could see one of the children on the ground through the window.
Well, if
Uh,
you in a panic situation and your wife is bleeding out, are you looking through the window? That's my only suggestion. Like my
but he
focus would be
said,
on her.
that she said I tried to unalive myself. And then he asked, well, where are the children? And then she supposedly said in the basement. At that point, are you still tending to the wife who is talking on the ground, or are you going to your children?
No, I'm going in the basement. Yeah,
He
I'll
didn't
probably
go
leave
into
her
the
and go into the basement.
he waited there for the 30 minutes that it took the first
He
responders
never went and
to,
saw the babies.
not until the first responders got there.
What? Yeah, yeah, that's a little. Yeah, because I show. Yeah, if I was in that position, she told me the babies. I tried to kill them in the basement. I would go down there and see about them.
Well, she didn't say she tried to kill them in the basement. She just said he asked her, "Where are the children?" Right, and she said in the basement. My thing would be to look
Oh,
over to the basement to see what's going on in the damn basement to see if they're moving around or not, because
I
they could
might
see.
glance through the window,
Yeah,
but
they,
in that case, I wouldn't have. I don't know. I don't know. Is she hurt right here? And if I don't think the kids are hurt, I might not go right away. But it's not gonna take me 30 minutes to locate my kids either.
would you look at the window next to you to see if your
I would
children are in the
probably
basement?
glance. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd probably glance.
And if the first responders are saying that they could see that one of your child, if the first responders are saying that they saw one of the children through the basement window outside while tending to Lindsay, it is reasonable to assume that you could see the children looking through you could see at least one of the children through the window. At that point, do you go downstairs or do you wait the 30 minutes for the first responders to get there
If
next to your wife?
I'm trying to put myself because in that position, I'm definitely having a heightened sense of panic and emotional. But if I'm sitting there for 30 minutes with my wife, yes. And if you can see them through the window, yeah. I can't see myself sitting there for 30 minutes, one, seeing my kid through a window and not searching for them. That'd be my second objective. After I figure I can't do nothing to help you, I'm going to go search for the kids. That's probably 5-10 minutes have passed. Probably as I'm talking to the
911 dispatcher, right?
people on the phone. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it took him a
Like
minute
she
to
had
call
my
them as
kids in the
well.
house.
Yeah,
He
he
took
didn't call
what?
them immediately. He didn't call them immediately either. He said when he came in the house, he called for the children. They didn't respond. He called for Lindsay. She didn't respond. So he came into the house, called to the children. This is the crazy thing. He said he called to the children in the basement when he came in the house. Nobody responded. Went upstairs, called
Right.
for Lindsay. Nobody responded. And it took him a minute
Right.
to call 911 because his phone kept switching between Wi-Fi and cellular.
What? That ain't gonna stop your phone from calling.
The camera doesn't work. The nanny cams in the house don't work because there's no Wi-Fi. So now there's Wi-Fi.
See, yeah, now it sounds like he got something to do with it.
That's the issue that people are having. Like, you said there was no Wi-Fi, but then you didn't make the 911 call immediately.
Have
You
you
didn't
ever
make
had that problem in life?
not I
Have you? I ain't never had that problem in life.
whether you're on cellular, no cellular, or Wi-Fi, you can call 911.
Facts. Exactly. Exactly. That's the one number you can call no matter, even if you don't have no service. You find a phone on the ground, you can call 911. That's the only number that works with. Yeah. It's
So he
starting to
didn't
sound
call
like brother.
911. Yeah. He did not call 911 because he said it was switching between Wi-Fi and cellular. But what's interesting is he said that he called Lindsay and she didn't answer while in the house.
Okay. While in the house.
He's in the house, right? You yelled out for Lindsay,
Mm-hmm.
she didn't respond. Then you call her, she doesn't answer the phone. But you can't call the police because the phone is switching between Wi-Fi and cellular, but you can call Lindsay.
So he walks in the house. He calls for
Yeah.
the kids. Nobody answers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming he starts looking for them immediately. That's what I would do. Start looking for everybody immediately. Um, he doesn't find no one. Now he calls her from inside the house. I'm assuming he calls her cell phone.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll probably do that too. Then when I saw the broken window, I probably looked outside the window and saw, and she's underneath the window.
He didn't look outside the window. He went back outside and found her.
After he saw the broken window,
He didn't see the broken window. He never went into the
he never
bedroom.
went to the bedroom. That's
He
a
went
shitty
right back
looking
out.
job.
He went right back outside and said he found her in on the ground.
Okay, then the panic. Well, the panic had already started when I didn't find her in the house. Go outside, see her.
But
Then,
what would make you go outside if you didn't go into the bedroom and see that all of the stuff had happened? Because even if you looked,
well, I
there was
would go
blood on the
outside
outside.
and look around the neighborhood, see
Wait,
if they on a
wait,
walk or something.
wait, wait a minute. If you're in the if there's bodily fluid on the outside of your bedroom door, you don't open the bedroom door.
No, I'm opening the bedroom door.
Am
So
I
he
going
noticed the
inside?
blood.
No. That's what I'm saying. Is that there
So
was
he never
no
went and searched for nobody.
that's what I'm saying. There wasn't like if somebody isn't responding to me, I'm going and they're supposed to be in the house. I'm looking in my
Right.
house before I
Fact.
even go outside. Like and
Yeah.
it's
Fact.
snowing outside.
And if I
Like
see
who
blood on the floor,
I'm gonna look
I'm
harder in
looking
the
harder.
house.
Yeah.
But it's let's remind you, it is Massachusetts in the wintertime. Who is going out for a walk with three little
That's
children
true.
in
That's
the
true.
middle of
That's
the
true.
damn nighttime? Hey,
That's true.
I wouldn't, my first thing would not be, okay, I'm not
7
getting a
o'clock.
response.
Yeah, it is dark outside. If it's winter time,
Yeah, exactly. It's cold.
it's cold and dark.
Why
And
my
then I
first
wouldn't
mind.
sit her outside. I would carry her back inside. I wouldn't
No,
be sitting outside for 30 minutes waiting on the people to come either.
outside. They found her outside. Her hair was wet. Her body was wet. Not like laying in the snow wet, but like drenched wet. Like water hose connected to the water spigot outside, and the water spigot still on in the wintertime, wet.
Oh, he was trying to kill her. No, well, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not
That's
gonna say that.
defamation. Don't say that. But
Her body was wet, like her clothes and everything. It ain't like sweat or nothing like that.
no, the water hose was attached to the water spigot, and the water is on. All of that was found by the defense attorney because the police didn't do a job at all.
It sounds like there's some other cases about to happen with this if all of this is true.
Um,
Uh
my point exactly. But you don't go, I mean, you don't, my first mind would not be to go outside. It would be to look in my household,
but I heard
especially in the cold.
okay, yeah, my first instinct would be if I see my wife outside the window in the snow, in the dark,
Oh,
wet,
oh,
and it's
wait,
freezing
wait, wait, wait,
outside.
wait, wait. I forgot to tell you what else he didn't see in the dark, in the snow. He said that he didn't know if Lindsay was home or not. That's why, the whole looking for her around the
Mhm.
or yeah. But he parked next to her car, um, in the driveway when he came home and said he didn't see the car in the driveway. Yeah. So you didn't see the car in the driveway. but you go outside to know exactly. You didn't see her fall through the window, like you didn't go into the bedroom and look down and see her out of the window to know where she's at. You just go outside
Right.
and see her. How do you know what window? Like
How you know? Yeah, that she's out there. Because I would
exactly,
assume that she's not going to be out there.
exactly.
And yeah, my first instinct when I found her is to bring her at least to the inside of the door where she can get warm, not have her out there until the police show up 30 minutes later.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, nope. The first thing.
Even like yeah, they say you don't know supposed to move the body if there's an injury, but I think dying of pneumonia or whatever the
Hypothermia.
code causes hypothermia. Moving the body is
I don't know. That probably
yeah.
would have killed her. Because she was not
Hypothermia,
stable.
yeah, it would have definitely killed her.
No, I'm talking about moving
It's
her. You probably would have killed her.
hypothermia is gonna kill, and
I
she's
mean, she
wet.
did.
Nah, I'm
She did have hypothermia. Her body temperature was 82 degrees, and that's after they warmed her up in the hospital.
yeah. This is. I'm gonna watch the cross examination at work today. I'm gonna have my opinions next week because I'm starting to form some opinions
Yeah, it's
that's not
not
too
pretty.
favorable
It's not pretty.
to the husband or the prosecution or the police.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It seems to be a huge conspiracy afoot.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to speculate too much. I can only talk about what evidence the defense actually has brought to the trial.
Well, the
Not the
defense don't need to bring
prosecution.
no evidence. All they gotta say is,
But they did. That's
nigga,
the issue.
don't believe him, and then
And
that's
they
their
did it
whole
with
case.
and they did it with evidence. That's the thing, is that they said don't believe him and did it with evidence. Like, here is all the things that don't
Right,
have
and
answers.
the prosecution ain't got nothing else. Like
Yep,
y'all didn't do nothing else.
here's all the things from our investigation that don't have answers. That's what the defense did. And the prosecution said, well, he said so. And
Yeah,
left
she
it at
might.
that.
I think she should get a retrial because it's starting to sound like because this I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say what happened in this case, but I'm gonna give you another case
Mm-hmm.
that a husband killed his wife and his kids to protect
What?
his
His mistress?
no
Oh,
no
okay. That was the
it
most
was
recent one.
the one in South Carolina where he was connected to a lot. He was very popular in the city, and I think one of his sons was drinking and driving and killed the person, and he was trying to protect the family image. So he started offing all family members.
Mm.
It's a Netflix documentary. It's a it's on
I'm gonna
Netflix.
watch that today then.
Yeah, I think it's Nick something. He killed his wife, he killed his son. The son killed the gay boy. Yeah, it was crazy. But this case starting to remind me of that case. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
before we get out of here, we got to touch on the Nolan Wells.
Okay.
I know, I know, a lot more evidence hasn't been given, but there's been a lot more conversation. Uh, the I don't even know. The prosecutor is saying the mother isn't in compliance because she won't hand over the cell phone. You heard that?
Mm-mm. I am actually not up to
Okay.
date
The
on
mother,
Nolan.
okay. Um, the mother and her defense attorney are they have Nolan Well's cell phone and saying stuff was deleted from his cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
They don't trust the prosecution. So they was like, let's have a third party watch as we retrieve stuff off this phone at the
Mm-hmm.
same time.
Okay.
The they agreed, but then the prosecutor changed their mind and said, no, we just want the cell phone. You got 24 hours to give it to us. And the mother was like, I'm on vacation. I can't do that if I wanted to. And now they're trying to say that the mother is hindering the investigation.
That don't sound like a hindrance
That's
to me.
one thing. Well, they're going back on their word, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's one situation. The other situation is like this case that we just talked about. There hasn't been a thorough investigation because they never searched the boat. Nancy Grace told me that the boat was never searched,
Nancy.
and yeah, the boat was never searched. The boys was never given a polygraph test,
Yep. I did know
and
that.
um they still won't release uh his
The
throat
autopsy.
or the report. Yeah, the
Yeah.
autopsy report. They still are in possession of his throat, and they won't let the independent autop. I don't even know what to call them.
Forensic
The
examiner.
independent
There we
doctor.
go. Yeah.
You go get the throat. So that
They
is
done
the
though, right?
official,
They
huh?
done with it, right? That's why they
The autopsy is done, and apparently they're going to a grand
grand
jury
jury.
with the
Hmm.
yeah
So why they
with all the
still
evidence.
why they said they still needed the throat? Why the independent medical
They
examiner can't
not
get
they
it?
not giving no info. They're not giving out any information. They're not like the DA, the top girl came out and said and tried to badmouth like the mother because she's giving the public information, and she said my position won't let me give out information to an open investigation, and I can't corroborate or disprove any other information that's being released. So
Hmm. You know what's
they're still
funny?
not
I
trying to give
did
out any
hear.
information.
Now I don't know if this is true or not, but I did hear that the medical examiner in Mississippi, the one who has tried or done examinations
Yeah,
on
I
a
heard
lot
that
of
same thing.
cases,
Go ahead.
is under like an investigation right now or is pending
Yep,
okay. Okay, I wanted to see
yep.
if we was hearing the same
Because
thing.
apparently black men is always an accidental death in her expert opinion.
I didn't know it was just black men. I thought it was just black people in general because that one lady was hung from a tree too. And she called that
Oh, it
a
might be, but I heard
suicide.
of specifically black men
Oh, okay.
in her theory. But yeah, she's under investigation, and apparently the mother hired a Mississippi attorney so he can stay on boots on the ground. I
Hmm.
really don't like being Crump that much anyway. I think he's a little bit too performative. Like,
Uh-huh. That's fair.
get down to business, bro. I was like,
That's fair.
everything ain't gotta be a show or performance. We
Yeah,
want
that's fair.
results. I don't need you in front of a camera every 10 minutes.
That I mean,
But
that's totally fair. That's totally fair. Yeah, I don't have any what other case that
I think that
Cohen. Yeah, Cohen, we don't have anything with that one either. But
Cohen,
did you hear that Sean Grayson died that killed Sonya Massey? He died of cancer in
oh yeah,
jail.
he died in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died in prison. They won't tell you how he died. They just said he died in prison.
No, they said he had cancer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
he
just heard he
tried to
died
get
in prison
no, he tried to get released from the cancer, like released from prison to
because he had
like treat.
cancer.
Yeah, and they told him no, and then he ended up dying in prison with his cancer. So
I
yeah,
mean, that's the girl who had the pot of water and he shot her in the face.
yeah.
Yeah. I keep my comments to myself, but I don't think a gun and a pot of water are on equal footing.
I don't think the pot of water was intended for you to begin with, but
Exactly.
again,
And you was across the goddamn counter. She had a, I'm gonna keep my opinions to myself.
that
Yes,
case
I
was
did hear that.
tried. That case was tried, and what happened needed to happen. So
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
I did hear that. I
but
think we all caught up from our absences.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm going to do my little research on this. I got it pulled up right now. I'm gonna
yeah.
see this.
Lindsay, something else, and the other two we not getting no
Yeah,
damn information from in Mississippi. So
that's Mississippi for you, man. It's a damn shame, bro.
yeah,
And the only way that we are keeping, like, I'm proud of us for keeping Nolan Wells in the cycle, but I
hmm
think we fell in Colin
Cohen,
Wiley.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think we're failing Colin. I think we need to start pushing Colin a lot more because I fear,
He gonna get lost, and I don't hear
yeah.
nothing about him. No, I mean
And
not
even
even
when I post about him, it don't get no traction. It don't get no
yeah,
traction. So I'm a, I'm I say that we start pushing a lot more Colin content just to keep the foot on the gas.
yeah.
Just to keep because that
I agree.
that boy didn't do nothing to nobody.
Agreed. Agree.
That boy didn't do nothing to nobody.
Agree. And it's and yeah, yeah. I agree. But they aren't really because I looked and nobody's talking about him. Like
No.
not there
But
isn't
the
any
last thing I
update on
saw
the
was the video I showed you about
yeah,
the police officer's past.
yeah.
Like that's what he does. I don't
And
even know if the boy got fired or if he's still on leave or what's going on.
yeah, there hasn't been anything. Nothing.
I guess we're
Um
gonna have to do some investigative journalism, some internet snooping.
we going to Mississippi? No, I'm not fucking going over there. Fuck
I'm
no.
not going to Mississippi.
I don't
I've
even
been there
think
one time. I'm like,
me and you
yeah, this
together.
ain't.
Look, I may be light, but I ain't light enough to be in Mississippi. Okay, so
I'm
I'm
gonna
good.
go ahead. Whoever's in Mississippi, let me know what's going on, because your boy is scared to cross that border. I ain't gonna hold you,
Not gonna hold you.
but I appreciate y'all for tuning in, staying, and again, house news. I'm giving out a gas card for the top commenter of the week. With that being said, I'll see y'all next week.
Appreciate y'all.
You got anything?
Nah, bye.
Okay. All right.